All right, well, in this video, I'm not going to waste any time. We're going to start getting up from my chair, and since that takes forever because it's so slow, you're going to have to bear with me before we get to any products, but at least you can see this is how the chair does work, and it's going to get me to the standing up position, so bear with me. It'll be another 4 or 5 minutes probably. Okay, here we go. Of course, I'm a big guy, so you can hear the motor strain. We're getting there, we're almost there. Promise it'll be worth it. All right, I think that's close enough. So again, just to illustrate, when this is the maximum position, and when I press up to stand, that's really the only source of pain that I feel, and it's only in my lower back area where about the incision was. Okay, so let's talk about products here. This cane, it was a cheapo, and it has the little adjustable pin here. I got that when I started experiencing sciatica. This was like $9 or $10. It was really cheap on Amazon, and I highly recommend having one. The cool thing about this is, obviously you use the cane like this, but if you're ever using the restroom and you have to kind of pull your underwear or shorts up, the hook, the handle, does a really good job of that. So one of those uses to prevent having to bend over. Okay, next thing is grabbers, whatever you want to call it, for reaching, because again, you're not supposed to lift, twist, bend, all that stuff. I had this one, and I bought a second one because somebody brought up a good idea. They said, you know, if you have a 2-story house, have one upstairs, have one downstairs. What I will say is that I really haven't used it. I think one time I had simply dropped something and I used it to pick it up, but other than that, I wouldn't say that that was a really necessary thing. Okay, baby wipes. My doctor said initially 4 days and then changed it to 7 days without showering. So I had gotten baby wipes, and I did this for when I returned from the surgery that day and then the next day. And then last night, I decided, you know, I'm just going to use a hand towel, get it soaking wet with hot water, you know, wring it out, and then put a little bit of soap on there. And I washed myself like that. It was way better. So wipes are good to have, but honestly, I will only use the towel method from this point. This is another thing for putting on socks. I do like to wear socks around the house. I don't like to walk around barefoot. However, I do have house shoes. So for the first day, I just wore house shoes, no socks. I did try this out, and to me, it was a little cumbersome. So basically, you just pull the sock on like this, and then you put your foot in here, and then you use the ropes, and you pull it off of your foot, and it, you know. Anyway, it didn't fully put the sock on, and so therefore I would say I wouldn't really personally recommend this. I'm able to sit on my bed with my back straight and bring up my foot like a crossed position and put on my sock that way. I haven't had a problem. Or, you know, my wife can help me out. The back brace, I don't know if your doctor will give you one like mine did. But if you don't get one, I would recommend that. Just again, keep in mind that I believe that was causing me indigestion. So take it off when you eat, and maybe a little after you eat, so that it doesn't cause, you know, digestion problems, because I was having that indigestion. All right, next thing. Well, of course, the chair. I didn't get a good picture of it the last time. So again, this is the fully up position. We come around here. This is some kind of fake faux leather, very inexpensive, and then I just use one of the pillows just as some extra back support. has 2 remotes. This one does the, you know, the feature where it extends like this or reclines all the way back, and then the other button controls the back part. And then the other remote on the other side, that controls the heat and massage. To me, this is wonderful, because if you're looking to recover, I mean, if you're going to just stay in bed, that's fine too. But if you don't want to be stuck to bed, and I wanted to be downstairs, it was just, that was the way to go for me. Okay, so enough of that. Oh, I heard a lot of people talking about these walkers. So let me just demonstrate this. So has wheels up front, has the rubber pads, and I know we've all seen the old people that have the tennis balls. Well, if you hear that, if you don't have the tennis balls, it's gonna grab and vibrate and jump around, be real noisy. So I would recommend, if you do get one, get the tennis balls. And second thing is, I have not used it. So this was an inexpensive one I got off of Amazon, $20-ish, and it's folding. But again, I didn't use it. Even going to the bathroom, I was worried. That was my biggest thing as well. Maybe I could use it for helping me get down. That wasn't a problem. And to me, the cane worked better. I bought this really fancy, check this out. It's got like 5 pillows. You put that one down, and then you put this one down, and this piece, let's see, let me try to, this piece like goes under your legs, so your butt would be right here, and it's got this pillow, and I was thinking, oh, that's gonna be great for the bed. It wasn't. It was really uncomfortable. So this cheapo thing that I've had for 10 years, it works great. It's not enough. I have to put my pillow, you know, on the outside on top of it, but with that, it's great. So anyway, my recommendations are, if you're like me, you won't need this, the walker. As much as that looks cool, it's useless. Something like this with your pillow is great. Make sure you check with your doctor, see if you're going to get a back brace. If not, make sure you get a back brace. Take it off when you're eating or after. The sock thing, that's up to you. I wear socks all the time. If you have somebody that can help you, then, you know, have them help you. Because to me, this didn't do a very good job. I didn't like it. Wipes, you know, I think it's a good idea to have them. But I prefer taking like a hand towel, soaking that, a little bit of soap, and using that instead. I felt much cleaner, and it was warm, so it felt good. Grabber thing, I think it's good. They're cheap, but I didn't really use it. And then the cane, yeah, that I recommend. So, you know, I would say the cane and having a recliner with the lift feature. That's the kicker, the lift feature, because if you're going to have to bend over to pull that lever to kick the feet out, that might be a problem for you. That's part of that bending and twisting that you may not be able to do. So anyway, end the video here. I hope that you didn't get turned off by how long it took to get in the upright position, but that's the only downside with the cheap chairs. It just takes forever. All right.